Hey everyone, how's it going? I thought I'd spend today's vlog talking about what I bring with me when I commute to work by bike. First, let's start with what goes in my bag. I have these awesome bike bags by Ortlieb that hook onto the back of my bike. How do you pronounce this? I have heard pannier, pannier, panier. I have heard all kinds of different things. I'm just sticking to calling it a bike bag because that's what it is. Anyway, I have two of these for when I go bike packing, but to commute to work, I only need one. Let me show you the inside of these bags. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There is a little pocket in here, a very small flat pocket. So what I put in there are my keys. I bring the adapter to the Prestive bike valve. That way I can stop at a gas station on my way home if my tires are a little low. I just pop this on and then I can fill up my bike tires with air. This goes in that pocket too, that little pocket. That's pretty much it. That's all I've really put in there for bike commuting. Then I bring a bike lock. Just in case I need to stop somewhere after work. I throw that right in the bottom. I always bring a spare tire with me and tire levers. That just goes in the bottom too, just in case. I usually bring some tissues, a granola bar. I usually bring my lunch, that goes in next. Make sure, you know, if you pack any liquids that they're in containers that aren't gonna spill. I mean, just like you would if you were driving, right? I also bring a manual bike pump, just in case I would need it. Then I bring my clothes for work. Since I work in a doctor's office in an operating room, if we don't have patients, I wear scrubs. So those go right on the top. If we do have patients, since I work in an operating room, my scrubs are provided for me. So that's one less thing I have to carry. Next, we'll talk about what goes on me. I typically either wear capris or like running tights or something like that. Then I'll wear the brightest shirt I can find. So I usually wear bright yellow, bright pink, something that's gonna stand out so that cars can see me in the early morning. I bring a water bottle and I have my key to my bike lock attached with a hair tie, another good use for a hair tie. I bring my phone with me, of course. That I have a holder on the handlebars of my bike. It just sticks right on there. Sunglasses, of course, I always need those. Even if it's not really sunning out, I will wear these because I don't want rocks or anything like that to bounce up and hit me in the eye, because that has happened and it's horrible. And I always wear a helmet. I got made fun of at my last job for wearing a helmet when I rode my bike to work, and then I thought, oh, I don't need one, it's not that far. That day that I decided to not wear a helmet, a lady almost hit me. So I have always worn one since that day. Just protect yourself. There's no reason to not wear a helmet when you're cycling on the roads. There's no real place for me to lock my bike up outside my job, so I'm lucky enough that my supervisor lets me actually keep my bike in her office while I'm working. That is awesome. I'm really grateful for that. I don't really cycle to work when it's rainy or muddy out. Since I have to keep my bike inside, I don't want to be rolling it through our office with muddy tires and all that kind of stuff, especially since I'm keeping it in my supervisor's office. When I get to work, I am lucky enough that I have a locker and a shower available so I can wash up really quick. I typically just leave early enough that I can give myself some time to get there, wash up. I keep a little shower caddy available, and it just basically has soap in it. I get to work in plenty of time. I can take a shower quick and throw on either the clothes I brought with me or the scrubs that we're gonna be wearing for the day and start my day. Okay, so I do cycle to work even when it's cold outside. There are just a few things that I add on to what I typically take on a bike commute. One of them is my Headband Buff. It's really thin, so it fits under my helmet perfectly and it keeps my ears warm, so I love this thing. I will bring a pair of gloves. They don't have to be cycling gloves, just regular winter gloves, and just to keep my hands warm. I usually wear a thicker pair of socks as well. And then when the days start getting shorter, I always use a light for the front of my bike. It just hooks onto the handlebars. And a red blinky light for the back of my bike. That way cars can see me as they're driving behind me or in front of me. There's a couple different settings for this. and it can even be just solid. I'll typically wear a bright colored windbreaker. That way I still have something that's brightly colored on me. It has a couple reflectors on it, and it also keeps me warm as I'm cycling to work. And that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything or if you bring anything with you that I didn't list. I just want to say too that I think a lot of people think that when you bike commute to work, you have to do it every day. You don't have to do it every day if you don't want to. You can do it once a week, you could do it once a month if you wanted to. Give it a try. People might think you're nuts because they're not used to seeing it, especially where I live, but maybe it'll encourage someone else to give it a try too.